What the hell have I done?
So who do you think could have done this?
My estranged wife Suzette Chong Tyler. She's mad because we're currently going through divorce proceedings. I guess she wanted to take me out so she can steal my money.
Interesting. I will make note of that when I hand this case over to my bosses. In the meantime, I would check with neighbors to see if they see anyone that fit the profile of your wife.
Susie, the police are surrounded everywhere around Jordan's house. Are you sure the car bomb was a good idea?
Suzette, what's this I hear Navia talking about a bomb?
I'll talk to you later.
Well, there's no use hesitating. Spit it out.
Okay, fine. I planted a bomb on Jordan's car and got Navia to call a number to set it off. His car blew up a short while ago.
You are joking, right?
I can't believe you. You are a fucking lunatic. I'm done. I don't want any more to do with this if you're gonna go off the rails with the plan like this.
But Mum,
out of all the things you've done in the past, this definitely takes the cake.
And what kind of parents are you? You were never there for me. Never.
That is a lie and you know it. Me and your father did the absolute best to give you everything you wanted.
Well, I didn't want an alcoholic father now, did I?
Sunny, I think you made your point.
Lee, I will be damned if I let this ungrateful bitch trash us as parents. Now get out of my sight.
Are you sure you're fine with Carmen having sex with Michael?
Whatever it takes to protect our family. This is all a part of the plan.
Well, are you aware of all the risks that could come with this?
What risks?
Well, from my little knowledge, there is a possibility that the placenta could get knocked out of place if they're not careful, and that can cut off the needed nutrients for the baby to grow. This could lead to your child being born with birth defects, or you may not have a child.
Well, I never thought about that.
Here is your pay, Navia. You've done good, soldier.
Where you get all this money from?
My father's safe. I have access to it because the passcode is my birthday.
All right, I can't help but asking what was all that about when I was on the phone with you earlier. You hung up so abrupt and told me that you were going to call me back later and you never called me back.
That's not important, Navia, so take your money and go.
No, I want to know now.
Okay, fine. When I was on the phone with you, my parents overheard me talking about the bomb and they found out that I planted a bomb on Jordan's car.
Susie, what the hell were you thinking? Why were you discussing this when they were in the room?
This wasn't my fault that my nosy ass mom was eavesdropping on my conversation.
You know what, don't call me, don't text me, I want no more to do with you and your little revenge against Jordan. As soon as I get home I'm going to block you.
But Navia, it was a big mistake.
No, the big mistake here was me working with you. Relay this message to your parents as well. I am done.
Well, Amanda Young, you've come a long way since you entered the Johnsonville court system.
I promise you I haven't.
Do you want to get released or not?
Do you want to get slapped again like you did on my first day in here?
No.
Well, I'm glad we understand each other then.
Well, I think there's something important we need to go over before your release. The restraining order put on you by Vincent Thomas is still active. This means that you cannot be anywhere near him or you could go back to jail.
No, there's got to be some sort of mistake. Me and him were still together when I got sent to jail. He can't do that to his girlfriend.
That doesn't matter. The police station reached out to him around 2 weeks ago asking if he wanted to drop the restraining order and he said no.
What, so he can just put me back in jail whenever he wants to?
He feels endangered by you, that's why he placed the restraining order.
I ain't done a thing to him.
You just got done serving a 4-year stretch for attempted arson and stalking.
You know what, fair enough. Am I released or what?
Yes, you're free to go. Just make sure to grab your tub of clothes on the way out.
Bro, when I tell you it was spicy. Shit, you could make a year's worth of Nashville hots. Max, you shouldn't be proud of what just happened. If you tell other people that you slept with Mrs. Wilson, she will go to jail and she will never get out. But I consented. That doesn't matter, Max. You're underage and she's in her 30s. That shit is illegal. You know, I thought you'd actually be happy for me instead of being negative about it. I'm not being negative about it, I'm just saying this to make sure everything goes well for everybody's sake. You cannot tell anybody about this. Well, guess what, Connor, I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning or telling anybody about it because it's nobody's business.
What's wrong, babe? You seem tense.
Oh, nothing, I'm just a bit stressed about the science test I got to take after lunch.
Maybe after our date you can get lucky tonight to take your mind off of it.
I'll see you after 5th period, guys.
What's his problem?
I don't know, I think he got into it with his parents and he's in a little bit of a weird mood about it.
Jordan, I know you're still on edge from the car explosion, but we still need to plan this funeral.
My car was just destroyed and God knows who did it, and all you care about is a dumbass funeral for your psychopath mom.
Well, you know what? Life goes on, Jordan. You can't just stop everything for one problem.
I wasn't telling you that when you were sitting at my house crying your eyes out for the past couple of months doing nothing.
I was grieving over something that can't get replaced. Your poxy little station wagon is insured and you're guaranteed to get it back. I can't get another mum.
No, Valerie. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything about it.
Yes, you did.
I'm telling you, Claudette, that man is deranged.
Why would he hit you like that?
It was because of what I said about him having a choice to be in Whitney's life growing up, yet he chose not to.
You gave him a choice.
I sure did, but Aaron always likes to twist and manipulate things his way so he looks better. Like he always does.
Like he always does. How long have you known Aaron?
Me and Aaron have known each other longer than me and Peter. Aaron would always come in at the skating rink while me and my friends were skating. Every time he passed by us he would wink. Then, the second time he passed he offered me a soda and I stupidly said yes. After that, me and him hit it off. One day, he overheard me complaining about being hungry and bought me a slice of pizza. We ate for a little bit while we watched other people skate. I don't know what it was in the moment, but, out of nowhere I kissed him. After that, we dated for 3 years, but we lost touch when he went to medical school.
I didn't know you were that involved with the Davenports.
I was. Me and him would always sneak off during double dates with Peter and Karen because they would always start arguing. They were basically the British Ike and Tina. Except Tina didn't kill Ike.
So what was so bad about him?
He is the reason my home got foreclosed on. Well, if it isn't Michael Thomas.
Amanda, you look good for someone who just got released from a maximum security prison.
And you look good for someone who should be dead.
Stop flirting with me, Amanda.
So, is your son still running?
No, he was just released from prison.
Oh, don't bullshit me, Michael.
What are you talking about?
Between me and you, we both know your son wasn't in jail. He was running from me. He was running because he is scared of commitment.
Stop it.
He proposed to me 2 weeks before I got arrested. He tried to back out. When I told him I wasn't leaving, he called the police on me because your son is too pussy to commit, that he got me sent down. I suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the old tree, cause look at you, you couldn't even stand up to Karen Davenport, so you just killed her.
Get out.
Where is your son?
He is happily in a relationship right now and I promise you he wants nothing to do with you.
What, say he's into men now?
What, no?
Cause I promise you, no other bitch in the world will want his broke ass.
We'll tell that to Whitney.
Oh, some bitch named Whitney. I'm going to kill that bitch.
And watch yourself end up back in jail.
I don't care. Little Miss Homewrecker needs to be dealt with and get her claws out of my man.
Okay, Vincent. Yeah, it's a lovely day, but why did you bring me here?
What? I can't surprise you.
No, I appreciate this, but it just feels weird because you were nervous the whole car ride up here. It seems like you would try to make something up.
Oh no, nothing at all.
I hope so, because we're already going to have enough to deal with when that bitch Amanda gets released.
I just wanted to do this for you since this is probably going to be the last time we'll be able to have some form of peace.
What do you mean last? Well, say something.
I dropped the restraining order against Amanda.
Aaron scammed the government into thinking he was a real doctor.
Wait, I thought you said he went to medical school.
He did, but his license was revoked in 2017 after he was caught using illegal treatment methods on patients.
So this whole time when I was seeing him as my doctor, it was a lie.
I'm afraid so.
Keep going.
So he reached out to me because he needed help since he ended up filing for bankruptcy a few years ago. I suggested maybe turning to the government for loans. He did that, but when Peter died he started to spiral. I tried to visit him after Peter's funeral, but I couldn't because there was a bunch of commotion. Turns out, your uncle and Aaron got into a fight. Michael pulled a gun and he shot Aaron in the leg. When Aaron was yelling in the ambulance, he blamed me and told me that he was going to get me back for this. I guess this is what he meant by that.
So this is Uncle Mike's fault.
Claudette, I'm going to be completely honest, I never really thought about it like that until now. There was so much going on in those moments I wasn't able to realize it as soon as it happened. I gotta go.
Wait, you didn't tell me about your house getting foreclosed on.
I'm sorry, Claudette, but I need to confront Michael on this.
How long was this?
This morning. I didn't want to tell you right away cause you have a sore throat.
Are you serious?
I know part of the reason she almost burned the office down was because she found out about the restraining order.
Are you dumb? You dropping the damn restraining order, it's just going to give her the perfect excuse to harass us.
Well, I didn't think that anything was going to happen because of this. Whitney, we can get through this.
I don't want to talk to you. Just take me back to Johnsonville.
Rachel, good to see you this afternoon. What can I help you with?
I want to know what happened between you and Aaron at Peter's funeral last year.
That's not important.
Michael, what you don't realize is that Aaron was the one who got my house foreclosed and repossessed.
What do you mean?
After his practitioner license got revoked, he needed money to start up an illegal practice, and little did I know that this whole thing was a scheme to get back at me for the fight at the funeral.
Okay, but how did this lead to your home getting taken?
He tricked me and transferred all the illegal money into my name from his account. So when the feds came knocking, I was the one who got punished.
You got to go, Rachel, it's really bad.
What happened?
That was Vincent. He said that he told Whitney that he dropped the restraining order against Amanda.
I knew this was a terrible idea, getting involved with this.
I didn't tell you to get involved, you chose to.
Well, if I didn't get involved, God knows what she would have done if she was by herself.
Well, you were too hard on her for no reason.
Are you trying to say that this is my fault?
Yes.
You know what, I want no more to do with the lot of ya. You guys treat me like dirt and all you care about is Jordan.
It's not all about you.
You're right, cause it's all about you.
What the hell are you talking about, woman?
You're doing all of this to make it seem like you were always there for your daughter. We both know you were always too busy for time with your daughter while she was growing up.
What I did, it was for my family.
Risking our house getting shot up was done for your family. Or what about hiding guns in the house? Remember when Suzette was 3 and I ended up in the hospital?
Oh, what are you?
I ended up in the hospital because Susie found one of your guns you hid in the cupboard and she shot me.
Well, I'm glad the both of you were able to make it.
What is it?
It's bad. Really bad, actually.
Just say what it is, Mr. Thomas.
Amanda has just been released from prison.
Is this a joke?
No, she was released earlier on good behavior.